What's going on YouTube? Ferocity here. Hope you guys are doing well. So I decided to go back and play some Black Ops 6 with the launch of Season 2. And I was hopeful that we'd see some improvements to the quality of life of the game. I was hopeful that the new content would be enjoyable. And I was a little bit disappointed, if I'm going to be completely honest. Don't get me wrong, there were times where I had fun, there were times where I enjoyed myself, but that was mostly while I was playing the new Zombies map, which I'll talk about in a second. But when it comes to the multiplayer, I just began to realize that I don't have fun playing it. Like, I just don't think it's a very good multiplayer. I just feel more or less like I did when I was playing, like, Infinite Warfare, where I know there's other games I'd much rather play, like X-Defiant. So what am I really doing? Like, the new content's fine. I don't think that Dealership or Bounty are groundbreaking, even though I prefer Dealership over Bounty. But neither of these maps are going to be memorable. Neither of these maps are going to be the grind to Black Ops 8 or anything like that. You know, you're not going to see these maps coming back. They once again sort of feel like they belong in Warzone more so than multiplayer. They're not just well designed. I don't know. Something feels off about them. But in addition to that, I don't really get the sense that much has changed. It feels like I'm playing the same game. It feels like they haven't made these giant strides forward. And maybe that is a little naive of me and ignorant of me to believe that we'd see massive strides with the launch of Season 2, but I was hopeful that will happen. I'm going to continue to play here and there during Season 2 just to kind of get an overall vibe and feeling to see if things are progressing forward. But I'm just not going to be drawn back to the game. The movement isn't really for me. The gunplay isn't really for me. I just don't think the maps are for me either. And that all kind of makes me come to the conclusion that Black Ops 6's multiplayer isn't for me. It's just not my cup of tea. The zombies, however, holy smokes, a lot of fun. The new 2 map's a good time. I have nothing to say negative about it. Maybe I will once I dive into it a little bit further, but my first impressions of it were really good. It was really fun. And I don't expect anything less from the Zombies team over at Treyarch. They have absolutely nailed it this year. They have provided more content than I was ever expecting so far, and the content has been insanely fun, insanely enjoyable. And I can't wait to dive back in to play more of what it has to offer. And maybe that's what's really bothering me, is the fact that Zombies is pulling me away from multiplayer because it just feels like it's been injected with so much more life and so much more passion than multiplayer. Multiplayer just feels more and more generic the more I play it, whereas Zombies feels like I'm playing a unique experience. You know, I play the Tomb. It's a different scenario than when I play Citadel de Mort or when I play Liberty Falls. Like, they've done a really good job to distinctly differentiate the maps as well as differentiate the experiences. It's a lot of fun, and I cannot wait to dive more into it. So overall, I just feel like Season 2 is more of the same. More of what we've come to expect from Black Ops 6. Great zombies content and sort of mid-multiplayer content. Although I will say I'm willing to give more time to the multiplayer content, the quality of life upgrades, to see if they resonate with me, to see if they can increase the fun for me in this game. Because I'll be honest, like, I want to have fun playing Call of Duty. I don't want to always hate on this game. And I look back to the way my feelings changed and shifted towards Black Ops Cold War. I like that game now. I didn't at times during its life cycle, but they made vast improvements in the overall experience, and I enjoyed it as a result. So maybe the same can happen here with Black Ops 6. Now, I'd be remiss not to mention the issues that arose from the launch of Season 2, as there is a bug in Zombies right now, where if you use a shock charge in the ether, it crashes your game. That sort of sucks. And then there's also one that prevents you from playing split screen right now. Also sucks. Billion-dollar corporation, guys. Can't get this thing right. And I get it. Developers are rarely going to get these seasonal launches perfect. But bugs like these just add to the long list of problems that we've seen when they've tried to release these seasonal launches. These are really important to their game. This is really important to rebuilding your player base, regardless of what you feel. And any deterrent, like the game crashing on you for using a piece of equipment or split screen not working, is something that's going to keep a player away or make them believe it's the same old Activision that continuously forgets to playtest their games before they launch a massive update. And there's a massive long track record of this. It's not like this is the first time. It's not even the first time with Black Ops 6. It seems anytime we get a brand new update, something falls by the wayside. Something slips through the cracks. And it's that lack of quality that people notice and immediately reminds them that, hey, this franchise is known for this. They're known for their lack of quality. They're known for AI being implemented throughout their game. And if we want to touch on AI for a second, we should look at that battle pass they released with Season 2. Man, does it feel like AI had a hand in a lot of that content. Some of the most bland, lazy content I've ever seen. Now it follows and adheres to a theme of like ninjas, but it's kind of boring. I'm just going to call it what it is. It feels sort of lazy. Now granted, again, I'd excuse a lot of this if the quality of life improvements do take a step in the right direction. And that's what I'm really waiting on. That's what I really want to see. I want to see continuous improvements there. I want to see the game play and function better because it can. So my verdict right now is an incomplete because I can't give a final verdict. I can't believe that everything's fixed or everything is terrible because some of what I'm expecting is going to take time. I don't know for certain that the game is better today than it was yesterday. It has more content. We can argue whether or not that content is good. I think a lot of it is mid. And as a result, I don't know if we are that positive step forward that a lot of you need to come back to the franchise. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you disagree with me. And that's the beauty of this. There's a comment box down below for you to let me know how you feel about Season 2 of Black Ops 6 in Warzone. Has it taken necessary strides forward for you to feel confident that the game is going to continuously get better? Continuously engage you for hours on end? Because that's what we want out of this video game. We want to be continuously engaged. We want to enjoy the game more and more. We want to be excited to play it, not be like, there's better things I can do with my time. And that's the way Black Ops 6 feels right now for me, at least from a multiplayer standpoint. But that's where I'm going to cut it off today. Thank you all for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed. And if you did, can you please hit that like button? If you want to see more videos from me, please hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.